Alrighty, let's react slash psychoanalyze my 11th open mic set. It wasn't even a set. I don't know what it was. It was all right. We'll get into it. Let's get to it.
We got James, Kenny, Jay, y'all Zach. Did y'all get it for Houston? We got a problem.
Woo!
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 Oh,
Woo!
Houston got a problem. How you guys doing tonight? We've all asked that. How you guys really doing tonight? Honestly. Tired. Okay, I heard that. Thank you for your honesty there. Yeah, no. I have nothing to do with that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I didn't know what to do with that. I asked her, I was like, I asked for their honesty, and then I had nothing to do with their honesty. I was hoping I was gonna get up there and it was just gonna like come to me, but it wasn't coming to me, and so I was just like, I tried, I tried with that one, but when I don't have it, one thing that like when I meet honesty, or like when I meet a moment with honesty, like if I don't have something to like kind of turn into anything, like make magic out of it, so to speak, and I'm honest about that, that seems to like I don't know, just bring them in closer. Like I don't know, just honestly brings them in closer. But anyways, let's.
Tired. Okay, I heard that. Thank you for your honesty there. Yeah, no. I have nothing to do with that. I don't know. You should probably go home. But for me, I
Yeah.
had a thought. I had a thought when I was sitting back there. The guy was up here, and he was saying he was like he grew up as a Christian. Over there, he grew up as a Christian, but then he went into cheating, and I was like, that's crazy, to just doesn't make sense.
And the thing is, I actually had like a joke about that I like put together in the past, but it wasn't coming to me. Like the punchline I put together wasn't coming to me. Um, and I flatlined that. Jeez Louise. Anyways, we're just gonna push through.
That's just a thought. Pretty sure you guys agree, but I have nowhere to go with that. What also didn't make sense is naming an animal after an animal. The dog was up here and his name is Lamb, and I was like, shit is just not making sense, and I keep hearing things, right? And another thing that doesn't make sense, right? The fact that Satanism is a religion, because in my head I'm like, that's obviously not the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your Christianity, you got your Judaism, you got Buddhist, but then someone who was like, I think we should like all hail Satan. That might make things work better. But those were just thoughts I was having back there. But anyways, I'm up here today to really break down a thought with you guys. I'm really struggling with this here. So, as a black man, obviously, I feel like I shouldn't feel this way, but I'm so glad that I like live in the suburbs. Like it's something in my mind where I feel like I should feel guilty about because I know about the disparity in the black community. But the other day, I was like sitting out on my porch, not my porch, my mother's porch, and I was looking at the stars. Not really, I was actually smoking, but my mom can't know that. So I was looking at the stars, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, life is it's not that bad. Like it could be going so much worse, especially when you try to like.
This is honestly so bad, dude. Like, I'm actually mad that I let that play out as if I thought something good was about to come up, and I knew I wasn't saying anything good up there at that moment, but it was a thought I was trying to work through. I did a writing on the mic video on it. I'm still editing that out. Uh, but like when I went up there that day, like I went up there with like that premise in my mind, that thought in my mind, where I was just like feeling guilty about like living in a pretty good neighborhood, and it's not even a pretty good neighborhood. It's just out the way. We're in the country, so it's like it's not like it doesn't matter. But I just didn't. That was horrible. That was horrible. Oh my gosh, I might just scratch this whole thing. Jeez Louise.
My mom can't know that. So I was looking at the stars and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, life is it's not that bad. Like it could be going so much worse, especially when you try to like reflect as a black man and what we might be facing as a community. I'm like, I feel like,
And I was
how do I
just
want to phrase
spitballing
this?
here.
I don't even know where to go with this, but the thing is, it's like I was just sitting out there and I was just smoking. I was just thinking to myself, like, it's not that bad to live in a white neighborhood. Like it's something that Scratch that. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. But anyways, more on the race. More on the race. The other day, I came back from a party, and I was with my friend that we'll call freaking Mario. We'll call him Mario because he's Hispanic, and so Mario's Italian. We'll call him Buford. We'll call him Buford. Um,
Right, right.
so Buford, we were
That
walking.
was actually, I think I sold the confusion. I was actually happy about that in that moment. The ability to like sell that like confusion. Like I called my friend, like I actually made that mistake when I was doing writing on the mic, and I was like, oh, that was pretty funny. And so I carried it over, and I went with the name, calling him Mario because he's Hispanic, and then being confused. Anyways, I was glad. I'm happy about how that came across, even in video or like, and it got a laugh, right? Because it's like that's stupid. It's stupid, but you know,
Mario's Italian. We'll call him Buford. We'll call him Buford.
right,
Um,
right.
so Buford, we were walking, and then I was trying to express to him how I might, kind of feel anxious. Like the thing as a black man, right? Hey, hey, lamb, lamb. I will, I will eat. No, I'm playing. But I was.
I like that. I like that. Was funny. No, the
Um,
dog's name was Lamb. I think I already explained that. I explained that in the beginning. I like that
um,
moment.
so Buford, we were walking, and then I was trying to
I will
express to him how I
cook you.
might,
I should say I
kind
will
of feel
cook you.
anxious. Like the thing as a black man.
I'm not gonna lie. When I made that joke and I was laughing up there, I was like the thought to say I will eat you. I was pissed off by the fact, or like the fact that there wasn't added context of me being Asian, because that would have been like a triple header. There's a dog named Lamb. I'm threatening to eat it, but then if I'm Asian, you know what I'm saying? I just really wish I was Asian in that moment. Damn.
Hey, hey, lamb, lamb. I will. I will eat. No, I'm playing. But I was walking out the party, and it's okay. I'm not funny at all. No, you good. Yeah, no, you good. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna talk to Lamb after this. But I was leaving. Okay, sounds good. I'll take Lamb home. Me and him, bro. He's probably tired. That's what it is. Okay? Anyways, I was leaving a party. Stay with me here. I was leaving a party, right? And I'm walking out, and then my friend is with me. He's walking, and then we're walking by a group of black people. In my mind, I'm like, okay, don't look too vulnerable to the point where they might think to like, look at me and be like, oh, I can get away with something I probably shouldn't be doing, right? But also don't look like I'm looking at them like that, right? And so that's kind of like the problem as a black man. You don't want to come off aggressive, but you don't also want to come off as vulnerable. And I'm walking and I'm explaining to this. I'm like, yeah, sometimes I feel like a black man, yada, yada, yada. And then he just jumps off there and he's like, yeah, facts. And that threw me off. Because I know where I'm coming from with my, vulnerability and my fears. Where are you coming from with your fears? And I think that's the problem with like race. You always think like the other person is not like seeing the reality you're seeing. But sometimes they're seeing the reality, but they just like, grew up in Mexico. And so it's like, but they still see the world the same way you see the world. But yeah, that was Buford. I got a minute left. I'm about to just run off some things.
This
Uh,
was horrible.
so I've been avoiding pussy because I'm looking to have a career before having a child because I know that's not okay. Scratch that. Let's work on this one. Sometimes when I'm having a good time, I no longer have a good time because I think about my bank account and I picture my last statement and nothing's funny anymore after that. Don't say I love you unless you're sure I'm gonna say it back. There be problems. I remember in high school, like you walk by a friend and they'd be like, hey, and then on your way out they'd be like, love you, and I just be like, what are you talking about? I'm not about to say that back to you, like we're in high school right now. I gotta head to algebra. You're over here talking about something I love you. Um, yeah, but anyways, my name's Houston Got a Problem. You can follow me on YouTube. I kind of do writing on the mic on my YouTube channel. I cut it up and
Jeez,
okay. I
Louis.
feel like I'm taking up too much time, but yeah, follow me on. I'm gonna talk to you guys after the show.
I don't even know what to say about that. I just let it play out. It was honestly like I went up there with like a raw thought and like it was like no jokes put together. I was just trying to like again right on stage, right on the mic, but it just didn't work out. I had punchlines that I had in my head when I was going up there, based off the video that I recorded the night before, where it's gonna be posted soon enough. But yeah, no, that was just like that wasn't good. I will say compared to the other reaction, the other time where I was on stage, my delivery, which is the thing I wanted to work on, my delivery was much better. Like my confidence, I felt like I was more fused within the crowd. Like I was more with the crowd as opposed to like I don't like feeling detached from the people in which I'm speaking to. I want the people to be engaged in what's going on in the world in which I'm trying to create. But yeah, I think I did that well. I don't know if you guys heard it. When I was on stage at the time, I heard more laughs, Like I had a mic on me and I had a mic on the camera from where I was recording, so I try to like focus in on, point it towards the crowd. But yeah, no, we just gotta get back to it. Get back to it. But I like my showmanship at the time. I like how free I was up there. It wasn't funny, but it was definitely free spirited, and so I just gotta add in the comedy now. Hey, subscribe and like and share and comment. Definitely comment. If you're not gonna do any of those other things, comment. I look, add to the yap, bro. Add to the yap.